Change your heart, change your life, change the planet.
Hello everybody, it's Tim Van Orden coming to you from my car. I'm in the parking lot outside of my studio. I've got to do a spin bike workout tonight. And it's one of those nights where everything seems to be conspiring against me doing this workout. So I thought I would make a quick video about how I get myself to do workouts when it's not easy to get there. It's not easy to take the first step. One of the biggest obstacles that I had to face to get myself out here tonight is the cold. It's 15 below zero Fahrenheit right now, which is about 25 below zero Celsius. It's nippy. And my family was doing everything in their power to talk me out of leaving. We'd had a big dinner. I ate way too much. They ate way too much because of the cold. The cold seems to give people a license to soothe themselves, to comfort themselves. Like, oh man, it's so cold out. So they're all indulging in all kinds of desserts and seconds and thirds of their meal. And I did the same thing. Way too much salad topped with all kinds of goodies. To the point where I did not feel comfortable when I was done. I was really overstuffed and did not want to do anything. And then there's the cold. My family was telling me not to go out. They're like, you're going to die out there. You can't go out there. Why would you want to leave the house? As they're all getting ready to go into their individual rooms to watch their TV shows or internet surfing, whatever they do. And that's what a lot of people do at night. They want to hunker down. They had a big dinner. They're really tired from the excess of food that they ate. Very common in America, especially on cold nights. And they just want to be comfortable. They don't want to get dressed, go out in the cold into a cold car, and then get on a spin bike, which is a sufferfest. It's my least favorite kind of workout. Like, why would you do that? And my answer is that it's part of what I do. It's part of who I am. It's part of my goal. When I set a goal, I don't focus so much on the result. I focus on the steps that are going to get me there. And then I really celebrate those steps. I get excited about the steps because people that take those kind of steps, regardless of whether or not they are victorious, they're a different kind of person. Because not many people take the steps. Lots of people have the fantasy, but not many people take the steps. So if I focus on taking the steps and I make that my priority, if I make that my goal, and I do everything that I can to make taking those steps easy, then I can feel really comfortable, really confident as I go through my day because, hey, I'm taking the step right now. And if I take this step every day, which I am, eventually there's going to be some pretty cool growth, some pretty cool transformational results at the end. Who knows where it'll take me? I don't know. I'm not going to predict that. But being engaged in a powerful way every day makes me really confident. When you don't ever let the obstacles stop you, then you develop a sense of confidence, a sense of self-efficacy. So how do you get outside when it's super cold and you don't want to work out? Number one, I don't want to do a spin bike workout tonight. I don't want to go out in the cold. Didn't want to do either of those things. I ate way too much, so I don't want to move. I would just love to lay in bed and watch a movie on my iPad. That's what my brain says that I should be doing, but yet here I am. In a few minutes, I'm going to be on the bike. And again, that's because my goal is to focus on the process and to get excited about the process, to get excited about getting dressed to go outside. So I've got 3 shirts on and 3 jackets. Because I'm not going for a run. I'm going to be sitting in a car, and it's not long enough in the car for the car to warm up. So I want it to be really, really toasty in the car. And I walked out of the house with no gloves on and no hat, but because my core was so well covered, I was fine. And then I stopped, I pumped gas, didn't have gloves on while I was pumping gas, felt fine because my core was so warm. I was actually really comfortable. So the people that don't understand the process, that don't understand what it takes to get prepared, they see this huge gap between them in their stand around the house clothes and the cold outside, and like, oh my God, that gap is enormous. I will die if I go out there. Because they haven't practiced the process. They haven't practiced taking those steps again and again and again and really celebrating that process. Like for me, getting dressed is one of the most exciting things I can do. And I'm not kidding you. Getting dressed is one of the foundational elements of my philosophy and my practice. Because if you are not properly dressed for the activity you're about to engage in, you are much, much less likely to do it, and much, 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 much less likely to succeed at it. It's all about the preparation. So for me, the preparatory steps are the most important steps, because without them, the activity usually does not happen. And it certainly doesn't happen consistently. So by celebrating the preparation, I keep myself consistent no matter what. So got myself dressed, got excited about it. Walked outside to test my preparation, no gloves, no hat, stood there for a while, looking up at the crystal clear night and the stars and the moon. Felt great. Okay, not so bad to be out here. Everybody's scared to death to leave their house. I'm actually really comfortable out here. And here I am sitting in the car now for 10 minutes, and I'm comfortable. Heat's off, car's off, car never heated up in a 5-minute drive. I'm still nice and toasty. And I'm going to do the same thing for the bike. These clothes are going to come off, and I'll get myself prepared for the bike. That is the most important thing. And I take my time. I don't rush it. I don't think that I have to hurry up and get on the bike or hurry up and get the workout started. I take my time. I've got a chair up there with my biking shoes under it. And little by little, one layer at a time, I disrobe from this preparation, and I take my time doing it. And then when I'm properly disrobed all the way down to my shorts, I sit in that chair and I put my shoes on, the biking shoes. And I take my time doing that. I really feel that process. I engage in that moment because this is one of the moments that creates a stronger me. This moment has real value. This moment is important, so I savor it. I check in with myself as I'm tying the shoelaces and I pull the tongue up over the top of my foot. That feeling, those motions, that's what champions are made of. Right there, they have to put their shoes on. So in this moment, I am succeeding. So I get present to it. And you may think that's crazy, but it helps you be consistent. If you feel really good about getting yourself prepared, and if you really engage in that process and really embrace that process, you're going to get prepared. And once you're prepared, doing the exercise, going out the door, is easy because you're prepared. You cleared the obstacles. So now the workout is the easy part. So there you go. If you're having a hard time getting engaged, getting around the obstacles, my guess is that you're not prepared. You haven't taken the preparation steps, or you haven't really put value on the preparation steps. You're putting value on the workout, but the workout is probably 20 steps away. So let's get focused on the steps that lead to the workout. I think they're more important because those are the ones you have to take first, and you have to take them consistently. Right? Okay. I love you guys. See you. That's cool. Do you say, wait a minute, my face is freezing.